Welcome back to part two. So we worked a little bit while we were waiting for that video to upload. We worked a little bit on the the aspects, the experience parts of Grendel's time as a mathlete. So we wanted to make sure that we thought about our skills and qualifications, and we also thought about the things that you do as a mathlete. But remember, we don't want to talk about those mathlete experiences as they would look only as a mathlete. We also want to talk about how those experiences would look in a way that applies to other things. So organized and governed team meetings, setting and following an agenda, that works anywhere. That's good. Collaborated in planning and hosting practice sessions, working together to develop successful techniques while maintaining a productive and friendly learning environment. That's transferable. Additionally, if you are a friendly person, you want to make, and if you can work well with others, you want to make sure they know that. Talk about the fact that you can participate in and maintain and establish and uphold a friendly working or learning environment. And then anytime that you create a thing, you want to acknowledge that you've created a thing. So let's say that Grendel held a job in high school. What type of job did Grendel hold in high school? Where are most of y'all working? Fast food? Okay. So he's going to be an employee at Rothgar's Burger Kingdom. Okay, let's say he's worked here a little longer. He started that job in May, his sophomore year, so it would be what, 87? And he's still working there right now, so he's going to say to current. Okay. Now notice, as I'm working on this, I'm making sure everything stays where it's supposed to stay. Make sure this formatting stays the same. You remember the lady that talked to us from the Georgia Department of Education when she talked about resume? Notice how she kept talking about the formatting and the bullet points and all that stuff. I've already given you that formatting. Make sure you keep it right. Don't mess with it. So, typically you're gonna be a cook and a cashier when you work for fast food, right? Right? Okay. So, give me a thing that you do at fast food, and we're gonna show you how to talk about it like fancy like. What's something you do when you're working at a fast food place? You take people's orders. So, communicate. Let's look at our word list again. So, communicated. Communicated. Where'd it go? Communicated with customers to provide friendly and prompt service. Maybe that one's okay. It's not great, but what's something else you do as a server that we can talk about here? Communicate with customers, provide friendly and prompt service. What else do you do there? Like as you're talking with a customer. Maybe you promote specials. Promoting specials to maximize sales and customer satisfaction. What's another thing you do? You make the food. Okay. Okay. So, assembled meals. Assembled meals both independently and within an what not an assembly line. There's another word for when you've got other people working with you to make the meal. Y'all are not super helpful. We're gonna say assembly line, even though that's not quite what I like. Since we have assembled here and assembly line here, we don't want that repetition. So we're gonna say constructed. Created and delivered? Created and delivered meals both independently and within assembly line. Working to deliver accuracy and promptness. Working to promptly deliver accuracy. Working to promptly deliver promptly and accurately. So notice this is why I've asked y'all to start thinking about these in advance, so that this is something that you can work on, step away from, come back to, and be like, okay, yeah, this phrasing sucks. This is how I need to fix it. Because it is an ongoing process. What's another thing you do when you're working in fast food? Okay. So, maintained a clean, safe, and friendly work environment by going above and beyond to meet and exceed the expectations of my role, arriving on time and working throughout my shift. Okay, so notice we're just kind of trying to focus on those transferable things. So communicating to provide friendly and prompt service. Making, like, when you say that you're promoting specials to maximize sales and customer satisfaction, you're showing an awareness of the company goals there, which is a good thing. Someone reading your resume wants to look at that and be like, oh, okay, they're thinking just beyond themselves. They're recognizing what the company wants from them. Created and delivered meals, both independently and within an assembly line, working promptly and accurately. Maintained a clean, safe, and friendly work environment by going above and beyond to meet and exceed the expectations of my role, arriving on time, and working diligently throughout my shift. This also kind of goes back to this idea of time management. This indirect repetition will drive home that you have the skills that you claim to have. Okay? You're going to get your GPA from me. What type of GPA would Grendel have? Cool. So, that probably means that he was on the A honor roll. Right? What's another thing you get? Perfect attendance. Okay, what else would he have? Let's see what is recognized, awarded, or no. Literary Excellence Award. Okay. Now, these are all pretty self-explanatory. You do want to put the year, so he would be on the A honor roll all of his years of his. So that'd be parenthesis 5, 8, 6, and we said he graduated in 590. Perfect attendance. Does he have perfect attendance all years or just like one of them? Just one? Okay. Are we gonna say his junior year? Okay. 589. And then he probably got the literary excellence award probably as a senior, right? So notice I'm just giving a quick year to show when these were given. Educational plan or training for career. So what is Grendel wanting to do here? We said he wants to be an accountant. How is he going to become an accountant? Where is he going to go to school? So what you'll do is, I plan to attend Anglo-Saxon college for 4 years to obtain a degree in math. After this, I will begin applying for accounting jobs while also working towards my master's degree. Okay? So I'm saying where I plan to go and for how long and what I'm doing there. If you're going straight into a career, talk about that. Okay? Now, Grendel's got a pretty decent resume, so he doesn't need to talk about his interests. Okay? And now we look here, we go, Now, if Grendel has additional accomplishments and activities, he's going to move these down here and talk about them here instead. But if Grendel didn't accomplish anything outside of school, he's going to delete that, okay? And then he's going to have his references. Who's going to be a reference for Grendel? Which one of y'all? His mom. What name are we going to give Grendel's mom? Martha Wayne. She's... Oh, wait, but you really shouldn't get a reference from your mom, because that looks so bad. So not Grendel's mom. Grendel's mom. I appreciate the literary. Let's say Beowulf would be his reference. Yeah, what's Beowulf's last name? Jones? Beowulf Jones? Beowulf, where does Beowulf live? Let's say he lives here. 2010 Warrior Way. He's a warrior. Now, we need to explain, what does Beowulf do? Like, why is he worthy of giving us recommendations? What's his job? Gladiator. Okay, then we're going to include... Now, as a gladiator, maybe Beowulf doesn't believe in giving out his phone number, so he only gave us an email address. That's fine. Now, the thing is you don't have control over their email address. You can just really hope they give you a professional email address. So we're going to say his email address is beowulfslays@gmail.com. We also know that what's wrong with this resume as it is right now? It's more than one page, so we know we don't need this. And additionally, for our references, we can make this columns to make them both fit. It is awkward minute. And then we can get rid of the accomplishments and activities because we talked about them earlier. And so what we'll do, and then, like I said, we'll use columns here, so you can go to format. Go to format, go to columns, and you can make it 2 columns, okay? But you're going to need 2 people anyways. So your other one, I'll be Beowulf's other reference. I'm going to say I also live here because sometimes it feels like it. And then y'all know my email is brittany.hayes@ccboe.net. And now, remember, that's 2 pages. We know that's a no-no. So again, we go here, we go to format, we go to columns, and we hit enter until it's 2. And then you have a pretty resume! Yay! Yay! And notice there is enough room that we could have kept the accomplishments and achievements, and that probably would have looked better. So if we weren't out of class time, we would have added that. Y'all have an excellent day. You're doing good stuff. If you got any questions, email me. And for those of you watching along, hopefully it was at least mildly entertaining. I'm sorry for any confusion. If you got questions, same to you. Please just email me. Bye-bye.